Good afternoon, everybody. It's Lorraine Alternative Homesteading on October 10, 2024 in the afternoon. I received an email a couple of days ago. It's been an ongoing thread communications on a mailing list that I am on as a targeted person. And the exchange was with Dr. Eric Karlstrom. And as you know, he writes a lot on his website. He's got a couple of websites, actually. And the website that I'm reading from is different from the one that I've mentioned in the past, which is Gang-stalking, mind control, satanic something or other. I don't have it up in front of me. But there are some excerpts from a video that he created and moderated. And I'm going to read some of what he's written. But before I do, please remember to hit the thumbs up. It helps the channel grow and get the message out there to all the targeted people out there. My name is Lorraine. I've been targeted since at least 2012, but in hindsight, more than likely since 2009. I have several theories about who nominated me. And you could be nominated by more than one person at various times of your life. It depends on how important you are or how important they are. If you've pissed off a narcissist who has a lot of money, and some of these people just do it for kicks. And then, of course, you get the low-level people like your neighbors. They're just in it for the money and for them to squelch their sadistic pleasure for harassing innocent people for profit. Well, besides the fact that most of your neighbors are usually envious and jealous of you. That's why they single you out. Could you think that they're going to single out a loser like themselves? No. They're not going to make any money off of a loser. They're not going to be interested in somebody who is below them. No. They have to watch people like you and I. And according to Dr. Eric Karlstrom, his question is, who really is behind the gang stalking? He says, I know there are a lot of theories about it. The government just loves that. They love the confusion. There's nothing magical or mystical about it. It's run by the federal government. I've been trying to place some posts with YouTube videos. They keep deleting my posts. They may delete this one as well. And just for everybody out there, this is for educational and informational purposes only. I want to alert you to a website. It's www.riss.net. It's called the Regional Information Sharing Systems. It's a proven resource for law enforcement. Of course, the private sector can join in on this too. RISS. It's conducted in every state. There are different centers. He is currently in Arizona, so he's in the Southwest Center. He says, I wanted to bring your attention to the ATIX platform. If you're a TI or a relative of a TI, they will deny you access to this website and information. They'll do a background check and you'll be denied. The ATIX platform is a real-time information sharing network that allows the perps, the criminals on patrol, the morons on patrol, the witches on patrol, the losers on patrol, the perps, to get hold of this app, and they use it to harass and intimidate you. Yeah. Or at least they try. He says, I end up laughing at them when I see them. They're so pathetic with their lies. They fixate on other people. I just can't even imagine stalking another man. Unless you're attracted to them and are into the same sex thing, which I'm not. I'm happily married for 22 years. Some people enjoy that, I guess. Oh, yeah. Well, I told you about the little weenies, and I told you about the Freemasons and why they wear aprons, Do not trust the man that wears an apron if he's not in the kitchen or if he's not at the barbecue. There's something they're hiding behind the apron. Okay? Your app has your photo and derogatory lies and defamation about you. You're everything from a drug dealer to a pedo, a thief, a meth dealer. They make up lies to get people to turn against you. You're basically on the T watch list. Well, I'm just going to say for the record, not only do I not consent, okay, and not to blow my horn, you guys, some of you guys have doctorates, okay? So I've got a master's in psychology, graduated with honors. I have an undergraduate degree, graduated with honors. I was a notary public in New York and New Jersey. I was a corporate human resources manager, and I have two, I forget now if I've got 3 certifications in human resources. One is from Cornell. And I'm a Reiki master teacher. I'm actually an ordained minister. Yes, I never talk about that, but, and what else? Oh, I'm a certified clinical hypnotist. Yes. Plus, I was a chairperson for the Alcohol and Drug Alliance in Manalapan, New Jersey, when I lived at 52 Sutton Drive. I'm also a professional astrologer, and I've read tarot cards, and I have been hired and have written articles and held classes and lectured. Yeah, I had clients all over the world. Plus, I had my own staffing business. Yes, I did internet staffing at the World Trade Center and at Bristol-Myers Squibb. Yeah, so you can slander me all you want, you sick losers. I've been a divorced single person for a long time. I lived at 52 Sutton Drive, Manalapan, New Jersey for 30 years. I was able to keep that house even during my divorce. I had to buy out my ex-husband. And then I got financially raped by my divorce lawyer. Several divorce lawyers. Yeah, I don't smoke, drink, or do drugs. Actually, they all make me sick. I don't drink alcohol. No. I don't smoke pot. I eat organic food. I don't even take an aspirin. Even when the criminals laser burned a triangle in my right forearm, I did not take any meds. 0. No interest. Okay, so I'm just going to say, you can call me anything you want. I have a daughter with 2 master's degrees. Call me anything you want, losers. Okay? But I know for a fact that my neighbors are addicts, losers, stalkers. One even ended up in the county jail. I mean, for all I know, they all ended up in the county jail. Right? Anyway, we've got one that's a nurse. I guarantee, in a past life, she was one of those Nazi unaliving nurses. I absolutely believe that. But anyway, so this app has your photo and derogatory lies and defamation about you. So I just had to give that disclaimer for all the losers out there that want to say that I'm something that I'm not. Go right ahead. The different communities involved are pretty substantial. He says, I was given an application, and of course they denied me when I tried to actually apply for it. This application is for the Southwest Center, and on this form, the communities involved on the RISS, ATIX community include. Now, this was when he applied. Okay, these are all the communities that are people that are involved in the RISS, ATIX community. I'm going to read something from their website, too. Law enforcement, criminal justice, criminal police instructors, government executives, federal, state, county, local, tribal, federal agency officials, the public health department, state, county, local, and tribal, environmental protective services. Oh, you mean like the Kentucky Department of Water? Oh, utility services like your water, power, and other, like your internet connection. Then there's private water, power, other. Then there are additional communities like the agriculture and food industry, the banking and financial industry, the chemical industry, corrections, education, hotel, military, the National Guard executive, postal and shipping, private security industry, telecommunications, and transportation industry, and of course all your internet. Infinity hotels are in it as well. Security companies. You know as a TI that if you go to any place with security guards, that they are immediately attracted to you, attracted to you like vultures on dead meat. It's pretty much about that. Anybody can be involved in this in the private sector. What happened is that this app was intended for certain entities. But as apps can be shared with other people, it was shared with others, and it was spread like a virus. And basically, perps or scumbags, the satanic people that use the app, then they think they're really clever when they get hold of it, to try to harass, poison, stalk, commit various felonies against you. They break into your house, they set up cameras, put GPS on your vehicles. They also obviously use the GPS on your phone and your vehicle to track you. He says, I had my GPS removed from my vehicle. Doesn't matter. They'll put another one there. You could be out in the middle of nowhere, like me, on a highway, and they'll bright you. They'll mess with you. Just part of their sick little game. I can't even imagine who would want to take part in something like this. They actually think they're doing a good thing. They're told you're a danger, a threat to the community. Oh yeah, did anybody see the video about Scarlett driving back and forth 4 times, calling me a heifer? Oh my God, I think that was a little bit of a projection, don't you? We got to get a full body photo of Miss Scarlett. Yeah. Next time, they break into your house, set up cameras. You're basically on the DT watch list, even though you actually have no record. You have no record, like himself. You never actually committed any crimes. That's why you're called a non-investigative subject. He says his crime was that he was a whistleblower. He says, I emailed the corporate pharmaceutical office of the company I was working with to try to get them to be more active in recycling bottles. Isn't that nice? He emailed Greenpeace. Shortly thereafter, his experience as a targeted individual began, and it continued for the past 10 years. All of that. Right? He became targeted because he wanted to recycle bottles. Oh my goodness. So with pretty much any pharmacy he works at, he's labeled a drug dealer, a thief, the usual scumbag tactics they use. If you're a threat to the government, any type of whistleblower, you'll be put on the list. And when you're on the list, you're on there for life. Oh, you mean like when I reported my divorce lawyer? Yeah. I reported him to, what do you call that, lawyer board? What a waste of time. It's sort of like, when police departments investigate themselves and find themselves to be not guilty. It's the same thing when you go before the board, the lawyer thing. I forget what it's called. It's just a bunch of lawyers. They all protect each other. Same thing. So I reported him there. And then, of course, I went to Governor McCreevy at the time, and I wrote him a letter. I said, my divorce is taking years and years. It makes no sense. Is there anything that you could do to help me? Well, he was very good. He was excellent. He sent a letter to the judge. And judge, what's going on here? Can you expedite this divorce? Yeah. And then, of course, I called the judge. I said, why is my case keep getting changed? Why is the hearing date changing? He says, well, the law clerk says the judge isn't changing the date. Your lawyer is. There you go. Yeah. So anyway, I wonder how many other people that lawyer has assets stripped and prolonged divorces for people. But I'm sure that wasn't the only person that reported me. I've got a list, but let's move on. We are headed down the same road as the German Nazis. Checkpoints with German shepherds. Unconstitutional searches and arresting people. It's all part of a totalitarian system. The United Police States, I call it. They also provide specialized equipment. So let's take a look at that. The RISS document states, the equipment loaned by RISS makes a substantial difference in the building of cases and investigating and apprehending criminals. Well, guys, I'm just going to say for the record, look no further. I will walk you down the road and you can arrest every one of my neighbors. Every one of them. Even the ones with the smiles that are nice to me. Every one of them. I can just walk you right down there. You don't need to spend all this money on me. I'm in my mid-60s already. What are you going to do now? Come on, give me a break. So some of the equipment that is loaned, it makes a substantial difference in building cases against those senior citizens and investigating and apprehending criminals. Like when I cut my grass, I'm killing the grass. Oh my goodness, I'm cutting down branches and trees. Oh my, and those weeds, I'm cutting the weeds. I'm killing weeds. Sarcasm intended. Body wire receivers, global positioning systems, GPS, cameras, video recorders, specialized lenses, night vision, goggles, night vision scopes, ground penetrating radar systems. Oh, is that why they're drilling holes in my property? It's not snakes. It's not a crawdaddy. My birds eat all that stuff. So no, they're drilling holes on my property. So RISS Century Equipment staff consult with and train member agencies on the use of equipment and provides expertise in developing equipment. And of course, this is only a partial list. They're going to have a thorough through-the-wall radar technology so you can watch your neighbor through the wall. Please, I don't ever want to watch my neighbors through the walls. There is absolutely nothing they're doing that I have any remote interest in. They're going to have microwave guns so you can microwave someone through the wall, make them sick, give them diarrhea, give them various symptoms. He was on a remote highway in South Dakota in the middle of nowhere, taking a remote highway, hoping to not get messed with so much. A sheriff was parked along the side of the road waiting for me. He waved for me to go by and then immediately tailgated me right on my bumper. He had to have been within a foot. He pulled out a device with a cone around it. No, it wasn't a radar gun. Radar guns don't have giant cones around them. He had this evil smirk on his face. He literally looked like a demon. He pointed this device at me and followed me 5 to 10 miles. It seemed like forever. And for some reason, my cruise control wouldn't stay on when the device was on me. I thought that was kind of odd. In any case, 3 to 4 hours later, I started getting the symptoms of being microwaved. That's severe intestinal cramping, abdominal pain, nausea, diarrhea, fatigue. I got that this morning. Yep. So I had to pull over and get a hotel room. And that was a mistake because they rented the room next to me and continued to do it. All with your tax dollars. This is all just your taxpayer money hard at work. Purchasing this kind of equipment for the gang stalkers and local police to use. Fusion centers opening up all over the country. They're already over the country at taxpayer expense, of course. Do we really need hundreds of fusion centers spying on our own people? I thought this was democracy. I can see protecting our people from foreign threats, but fusion centers growing up on every large city with drones? It's literally out of control. If you try to film fusion centers from the public property, they'll arrest you. They're so secretive. So this is basically how they do it. Citizens on Patrol is another organization that's involved in this. They get the app, and then they're sworn to privacy or secrecy. So we know what it is and who's conducting it. We know it's the federal government. We know it's fusion centers, and that the Department of Homeland Security is involved. We know what the perps do. We know their little game. I would say don't let it bother you. They're just pathetic Scumbags. I hate that term. I'd rather just say that they're pathetic losers. You know, they're lops, mops, cops, wops, and pops. Perverts on patrol. Predators on patrol. Criminals on patrol. Morons on patrol. Mops, wops, witches on patrol. LOPS, losers on patrol. I literally laugh at them. I can spot them immediately when I go into places. I just look at them like, you're a worthless piece of garbage. Get a life. It sounds like what I do. So the real question is, how do we stop this? And the answer is, get the app. So they obviously have an app that they're using, that they're sharing in real time. It's my opinion that it is the app for this RISS ATIX program. So, if you get the app, you'll have access to the profiles inside it. And if you're a doctor, you can sue them for defamation of character. You want to have a clean record. If they're posting things on there that you've allegedly done, and I know that they've used body doubles of all kinds of things. If you haven't done these things, you have a defamation of character lawsuit. Oh, I have one right now against Eddie and Scarlett Marks. I hope you're listening, you losers. Once the person wins a case of one of these lawsuits and establishes precedent, you have a basis for a class action lawsuit. All TIs would then be involved in a class action lawsuit, which would be for an enormous amount of money. You think about the psychological toil and damages you've incurred, like year after year, the harassment in the workplace that occurs over and over again, all the jobs that you've lost. It's cost you friends, loved ones, family members that have turned against you. The emotional and monetary toll is taken on you. I would say it would be a minimum of $1 million for each TI. And I'm going to say it would be a minimum per year per target. Oh, he says it. Okay, he goes on to say, for each year that you've been targeted, I would say a minimum of $100,000 would be appropriate restitution payback. I'm going to say a minimum of $100,000. I'm going to say a minimum of $1 million. And I'm going to say that most targeted people should get $8 million plus 100% payment of all their medical bills, medical scans, have their implants removed, 100% medical, in addition to the $1 million per year of targeting. And then, if you've got a nonprofit or a business that has been targeted, that would be in addition to whatever that 1 million per year is, because they're paying $1 million out to target you at the minimum. And what are they getting back from putting out the $1 million to target you each year? They're getting back probably quadruple, if not more. So how do you get that ATIX app? If you a TI, you would not be able to get it. They will do a background check. You'll be blacklisted for the companies involved in the program. He says, I have 4 college degrees, including my doctorate in pharmacy. I graduated in the top 10% of my class. I was accepted into law school. And as an experiment, I applied to every run-of-the-mill hotel job. No one responded to me. It's a big red flag. Long story short, you won't be hired by any of these entities. They won't allow you to participate. Which lends me to the question, how? I'm a little confused how, that Dr. Matthew Arnegard Aaron, how did he land a job at the NIH and continue to stay there? Baffles the mind. NIH is the National Institute of Health, but I want to know. I want to know how to get a job there. So I recommend you can go to a Walmart, use your credit card, bring a few $100s, and bribe one of the perps for the app. Be friendly as you approach them. You know how it is. You ever try to talk to a perp? They're very creepy and weird. I'm convinced that the RISS is the entity behind this. Go to the website and take a look at it. I can assure you that every single sheriff's office is involved. It's run at the county level. So every sheriff is involved. And I'm just going to say, if my sheriff is involved, it usually means that the county lawyer, you know, that Ross Murray, because he thinks he runs the sheriff's department. He thinks that the sheriff's department reports to him. So it's probably that little creepo. And yeah, I'm going to call him a creepo because that's my opinion. It's my opinion. And evidently a lot of people around here can't stand his guts either. Thank goodness not every police department is involved yet. Certain states will show you the agencies involved. So here's a list of them in his state of Arizona. The Arizona member agencies 181 on the ATIX form. It includes municipal, 64 agencies. Federal, 54 agencies. Prosecutors, 11 agencies. Corrections, 7, and 22 other. If our founding fathers could see how big this government is, how the government is spying on people in their own houses, they would call for a revolution. The country has been taken over. I think it's your duty and obligation as an American patriot to stop this. I hope somebody gets hold of this app. Please contact me. Hopefully they won't block this like they've blocked my other posts. God bless you guys. Hang in there. The Lord is with you. This is a satanic endeavor by the federal government. The perps have no idea what they're messing with, especially when they mess with a child of the Most High God. They're basically cursing themselves and bringing negative karma upon themselves. There will be retribution. I guarantee it. For every time they act out against you, consider yourself blessed. The book of James says, consider it with joy that you're harassed and persecuted because you know that the Father is going to bless you. If you're persecuted unjustly or unrighteously, He'll bless you and curse your enemies. It's a double-edged sword. You'll be blessed, but they will be cursed. Trust in the Lord and give thanks to the Lord for all things. Ephesians 5:20, Romans 8:28. We know this is just going to strengthen us. Everything has a season. This is not going to last forever. Now I know why Scarlett took off that license plate. You know, when I moved here, she had this like red SUV, and the license plate said blessed. No. No. When you make a deal with the devil, you're cursed. So she doesn't have that license plate anymore. Thank goodness, because what a hypocrite. Holy crapola. Would you want to be in the hospital treated by that nurse? I don't think so. So anyway, this is an appendix to his post. It's an automated, trusted information exchange. This is from Wikipedia. That's the ATI exchange X. It's a computer database containing Homeland Security and T-threat information, which is part of the U.S. government's Regional Information Sharing System, RISS program. You can also see Homeland Security Information Network, the Joint Regional Information Exchange System, Multi-State Anti-T Information Exchange, National Criminal Intelligence Sharing Plan, Surveillance and References. Now I'm going to take you to their website, and I want you to see what it looks like, so you can go explore. I'll show you right here. RIS, safe. Officer safety. Learn how RISS services and resources are benefiting law enforcement efforts across the nation. Services and programs offered to help apprehend, prosecute, and convict criminals. Doing a great job right here. Doing a great job. Regional information sharing system. Sign in. It's a proven resource for law enforcement. So let's see. Oh, let's go. Let's just go see. Maybe we'll do this on live stream. Maybe we'll just randomly select states and I'll just read off of it for you guys. Let's see. RISS. Okay. Let me just click on Kentucky. ROCIC. Oh, I've been here before. I've actually been here before. 1 second. Dear Flip, loading PDF. Dear Flip. I'm not Flip. I'm not a Flip. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Taking a little bit to load. Oh! This is 2023. Okay, so I'm just going to read you Kentucky. ROCIC impact in Kentucky, FY fiscal year 2023. 188 member agency offices served. 7,961 sworn personnel served. 1,531 authorized users. Authorized users. That's a lot of users of RIS resources. 355 requests for information. 546 targets. Oh, 355 requests for information on 546 targets. Wow. We got 546 targets in Kentucky? Maybe more. 231 officers and personnel trained. 3645 analytical products developed. 10,152 digital forensic products developed. 46,064 audio video clarifications. Oh, is that when your neighbors drive by and take videos of you calling you a heifer? 17,985 bulletins and special reports, videos disseminated. 106 pieces of investigative equipment loaned. 2,201 officer safety event deconfliction systems. Kentucky leadership. Oh, we've got names of people. We have names. Oh, look at that. Board proxy. Jackie Hunt. South Central Kentucky, the Drug Task Force. Director Tommy Loving. Imagine having a last name Loving and you're part of the targeting program. Drug Task Force in Bowling Green. Interesting. Isn't that interesting, guys? So let's see. That's my state. So let's see what about these investigative services. What is this about? Investigative support services. All right, let me just put this down so I can read. RISS offers law enforcement agencies and personnel a full range of diverse and far-reaching services and programs to assist agencies from the beginning of an investigation through the prosecution of and conviction of criminals. Law enforcement personnel can query intelligence databases, retrieve information from investigative systems, solicit assistance from research staff, utilize surveillance equipment, receive training, use analytical staff to help apprehend, prosecute, and convict criminals. But not all services listed below are available at all RISS centers. You got to contact your in-region RISS center for a complete list of services available. The services and resources offered by RISS, they're crucial to continue to ensure that officers and agencies can solve crimes and remove criminals from the communities in which we live. You're not doing a good job over here, guys. I've got somebody wearing a black ski mask in the month of May, trespassing my property and damaging it. Bullet holes, and I collected the bullets in my... And nobody forensically analyzed them. The services and resources offered by RISS are crucial to continue to ensure that officers and agents can solve crimes and remove criminals from their communities in which we live. To view the shared successes submitted by agencies and officers on how RISS has helped their investigation, visit the RISS Impact site. Well, look at this, guys. Check this out. Wait, I'm going to show you. They have equipment that is loaned. They have these night vision goggles. Let's check it out. Let's check out how they're watching you and me. Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Specialized lenses. Look at those video recorders. Look at that, guys. That's why they're watching body wire receivers. Night vision goggles. Wow. Look at what they're using against you. Look. Smart card. Noggin, smart card. Hidden audio and video records. Look at those, guys. And much, much more. Oh, why wait? Let's go get some. Contact your in-region RISS Center today. And hopefully, if the music is copyrighted, we'll just remove the music. Specialized equipment on loan in your community. This is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. I hope you enjoyed that segment on how the criminals watch you. Yeah. You can look up your state, like some of you guys. There are a lot of people that live in Minnesota, Wyoming, California. What about New Jersey? Maglocklen? What the hell? New Jersey. PA. West Virginia. Virginia. Oh, let's see what about North Carolina. Let's see what happened there. Here's Tennessee. North Carolina. South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Kansas. Well, you get the picture, guys. So let's see if there's anything else Dr. Karlstrom had to say here. I think that is it for now. Okay, I'm back here. And let me get the date on here just so that we have it. The date of this is October 9, 2024. It's entitled How Gang-stalking is Administered, How to End Gangstalking, and the Webmaster's additional information. And the Webmaster is Dr. Eric Karlstrom. Okay, and let me just, I'll click on his bio here. I'll just tell you a little bit about the guy. He is an emeritus professor of geography, California State University, Stanislaus, Department of Anthropology and Geography, California State University. And he began teaching at California State University in 1990 after 5 years as an assistant professor of Northern Arizona University. He was a visiting professor, University of Kansas, 1-year adjunct professor at the University of Wyoming, in addition to teaching physical and environmental geography, courses in geomorphology, climatology, introduction to physical geography, and human ecology. He has also taught courses cross-listed with the geology department, geology of soils, physical and environmental geology, and an honors course, State of the World, the Environmental Perspective. Okay, there's a lot more there, but that just give you a little idea that he's like a real doctor. Like, he has an education. he's performed some research. Okay, so anyway, let me just go back to the original article. And again, it's October 9th that he wrote this, 2024. Today is October 10, 2024. This is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. Please remember to hit the thumbs up. It helps the channel grow, get the message out there. And I'll provide some additional information in the description section for you guys.